දසන කාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයුෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වළකයි.
Sri Lanka has just undergone a major upheaval, and it was because of the economic factor. And in the economic factor also, it was a very small factor. I'm not going to defend under any circumstances the removal of people from office who have been elected by the people only recently in the past. That is not something that we can defend, nor we can consider this as a forerunner for democracy. If you are elected, if you run a democracy and you are elected by the people and there's no challenge to the legitimacy of that election, then they must serve their term and they cannot be forced by a mob to quit the post. And I think that is a part of your present national security problem. Never again it must happen, and for that suitable steps for Sri Lanka have to be taken. In our policies, there are some aspects which require special attention. First is that the policy must serve in the modern 21st century context. What are the objectives of nations in this present new scenario? Then of the objectives, which are your priorities? Then the strategy to achieve them, each of them. And finally, resource mobilization. Resource mobilization is a very crucial factor. It can be mobilized, but one thing is quite clear: never be too dependent on any one country. Try to make it as broad-based as possible. Today, if you look at the debt, Sri Lanka owes to just one country 52% of its entire debt. I mean, both internal and external combined. And that is an extraordinarily high number. And as a part of national security preparation, you must ensure that the country's debt, especially foreign debt, is never very much and as much as possible spread over a number of countries. The elements that constitute today's sustainable national security is, number one, economic security, political security, energy security. It's extremely crucial. Homeland security. It no more matters how big a country you are geographically or how small. Of course, if it becomes too small, there are other constraints that come in, but a reasonably big one, and Sri Lanka is a very big one. The size matters only up to a point, but today in the new technology, except for these endpoints, size is no more important for national security. What is important is this new technology. Innovations can do anything. A country of the size of Sri Lanka, with its history, with its intellectual structures, can easily become a country which could dominate the world in terms of influence. And that is in cyber world. Cyber technology is this 21st century's main atomic equivalent of nuclear weapons. And it will be more powerful than nuclear weapons.